Riding with Sugar. Riding with Sugar. This is the synopsis of the film. As Faith's memories spin in his head, a young refugee pedals through a new future under a charitable mentor when Faith challenges his BMX racing hopes. BMS Racing Hopes. Hey guys, welcome back to Sahara Movies. I'm Lydia once again and I'm your host for today. As usual, today I'm back with another review of a movie titled Riding with Sugar. I'm excited because my country song was featured in this movie. The song is called Atopa, Jenjen, and it was in the movie and I'm happy about it. So what's this movie about? First of all, if you are new to this channel, don't forget to subscribe for more videos and more updates. So this movie is about a young guy who is still battling with lots of wicked memories, like lots of painful memories. How he became a refugee, meaning he lost his parents and the only thing he had with him was his bicycle. So he's always going through that pain of nightmares and like it was really eating him up. But fortunately for him, he's a good rider. He rides bicycle a lot. And the synopsis says Faith challenges his BMS riding hopes. BMS riding hopes. He's a good rider, and the part that was quite heartbreaking was he's been wanting to take his riding to the next level. He's been wanting to showcase his skills internationally, but then on the day he received a letter to travel outside, out of excitement, he was riding and he was knocked down by a car and then he broke his legs. So that's moments of self. Sometimes you when you are so down in life, that is when you go through self-realization. You go through a lot. The pain is there, but you get to a self-actualized state that you begin to think about what you've gone through and all that. So that was his moment of self. And that was a time that he was going through lots of nightmares. As I read the synopsis, he was living with a man, like it was like a family. There was a man who was taking care of them, educating them, teaching them. He was living with them like a family. And in exchange, they delivered books to their neighbors. So that was a normal lifestyle for everyone. So that I was thinking that was a comfortable life. See, sometimes when we are living in our comfort zones, we think that's all what the world is about. Until we decide to take a different step further. And then we realize that this world is not always as it is. Yeah. So then during the time of pain, he was living a boring life. He wanted to see a doctor to give him, I'm 3 weeks behind going to see a doctor. I'm 3 weeks behind going to have an international cycling race, like something like that. And I've broken my leg. So it's just nice and it's just normal, just natural, or show some affection or some care and take me to see a doctor. But his guardian was a bit reluctant about it. I did see the point. The way he was reluctant, I was thinking maybe he was doing something illegal with the children. That is how come he didn't want to see a doctor. He didn't want to let Joshua see a doctor. The guy is called Joshua. But in his battle and all that, he met a beautiful girl. He met a fine lady, and I'm sure he wanted to spend his whole life with the lady. And that was when he found something dangerous about his guardian. Come to think of it, there was a part in the movie that they delivered a book and then he had to do extra deliveries. And I think the money that was paid was less. And his guardian was so angry. His name is Mambo. He was so furious. Let me mention this is a South African film. Yeah, South African film, because most of the different language they speak apart from English was in Afrikaans. Yes. So his guardian was so upset that why did he have to do that? He needs to obey the rules. If I say give one book to this person, give one book to this person. If you are taking this amount of money, take that amount of money. Don't go and do charity work. He was so upset. And I was like, oh, but it's just an ordinary book. He said she likes to read. So what's the point in giving her an extra book? Not knowing there was something in it. There was a secret in it. If you have seen the movie, the part that the guy was knocked down by a car, I think it was Mambo, because He went to hide the bike and then later said the bike is nowhere to be found. Yes, so I think he intentionally knocked the boy down deliberately because he wanted to stop his shine. But yes, it is something that happens in our daily life. Sometimes we are bombarded with things that we find as a natural disaster. But when we look deep into them or give them a bit more attention and concentration, there's more to what the eyes can see. Yeah, so that's what happened to Joshua. One day he found out that his guardian, Mambo, was doing something illegal, something that he was hiding from all of them, meaning though he's been good to them, he's been feeding them, he's giving them accommodation and all that, but he's doing something against the law, selling drugs. And when Joshua was confident enough to tell him about it, he was like, I've educated you, I've fed you, he was mentioning the good things he has done for them. That is what happens in our daily life. Sometimes when people mess up and you tell them, you make them aware they've messed up, they try to bring the good things they've done for you. But though you've done me good, it's no way compared to the evil that awaits the both of us if it's not corrected. So though you've given me education, though you fed me, it's no way compared to you killing people and selling drugs. That's something against the law. And you lying to us, using us, manipulating us, making a fool out of us. And that's a very confident move of Joshua, because everyone was following the rules of Mambo. If he says go and do this delivery, you have to go and do it because he's the one giving you food and shelter. Yeah, so if you haven't seen this film, I think you should check it out. Yeah, so the title Riding with Sugar, initially I was thinking be about like a love story and maybe riding with your girlfriend, how you guys have vibed, how the people will be vibing and all that. But it seemed to be a story of betrayal, because the guy was disappointed. His guardian disappointed him eventually when he found out that he's not who he claims to be. So yeah, that is what the film is about, Riding with Sugar. It's a South African film and I think you should check it out. I'll give it a rating of 8/10. Yeah, in the start you might get confused because you'll be following the same storyline until it gets to the latter part. You get a better understanding of the whole film. Yeah, I think it's a 2-hour film. I can't really be sure on that. Yeah, so that's basically my review on Riding with Sugar, a story of Joshua whose memories of pain, memories of he's a refugee, so that's memory of fleeing from his country to another country to seek refuge kept on haunting him. And I realized that this story is also based on the fact that you need to be courageous enough to conquer some things, conquer your inner devil, let me put it that way, because there was something eating him up and he gave the chance for the thing to control him until eventually he realized that he had the power to do his own. He had a power in his own hands. Yeah, so that's the film. I end here for today. Let me know your thoughts. Have you watched it? Did you like it? What did you like about it? And also, don't forget to subscribe if you are new. Please like, please share, and please comment. Till next time.